All right, let's just jump right in. We're going to break down a single mindset that connects two of the biggest anxieties we all have today, our money and our careers. And here's a little secret. The way to master both of them, it's exactly the same. It all comes down to taking back control in a world that feels more and more uncertain. So, does this sound at all familiar? You work so hard, your paycheck hits your account, and you think, okay, this is the month I'm finally going to save. And then, somehow, you blink and you're back at zero. At the same time, you hear all this chatter about AI, and you start wondering, hey, are my skills even going to be relevant in 5 years? It's this nagging feeling of always being behind, like you're not quite in the driver's seat. But here's the thing, and this is really important. It's not you. You're not lazy, you're not bad with money, and you're not falling behind on technology. The real issue is that no one ever taught us the new rules of the game. I mean, school taught us algebra, but not how to budget. They taught us history, but not how to build systems for our own future. We've all just been left to guess. So let's start fixing that right now. We'll begin with the first pillar of this new mindset, financial literacy. And look, this isn't about some get-rich-quick scheme. It's about getting intentional. It's about building a solid foundation of control, one small step at a time. This quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Financial freedom isn't built on a lottery win or some secret stock tip. It's built on the small, deliberate actions that you repeat day after day. It's a skill you develop, not a status you're just given. So, how do we actually become intentional? Well, it all starts with 3 tiny habits. And I mean tiny. Anyone can do them, starting literally today. These are simple, realistic actions that will completely change how you think about money. You ready? First up, see the truth. Forget complicated budgets and spreadsheets. For just 1 week, track only one number, your total daily spending. That's it. Why does this work? Because right now, money just kind of leaks out silently, right? A coffee here, a subscription there. This tiny habit makes all those invisible leaks totally visible, and awareness always comes before control. Now for the second habit. We're not talking about saving hundreds of dollars. We're starting with a number so small, it almost feels effortless. The moment you get paid, before you pay a single bill, transfer just 1% of your income to savings. The amount doesn't really matter, it's the action that does. Every single time you do this, you're sending a powerful signal to your brain that says, my future is a priority. You're actually changing your identity from someone who spends and then saves what's left to someone who saves first. And the third habit is a mental one. Before you make any non-essential purchase, just pause for a second and ask yourself this simple question. What will this decision give me in 5 years? This isn't about restricting yourself. It's about gaining perspective. Long-term thinking has this amazing way of changing our short-term behavior by connecting our actions today with the person we really want to become. Okay, so we've just laid out a powerful mindset for managing our money. But what if I told you that this exact same logic, making the invisible visible, and taking small, intentional actions, is also the secret to mastering the future of work? Just look at this. On the left, you've got these small, invisible spending leaks that are quietly draining your wealth. And on the right, you've got small, invisible, repetitive tasks at work that are quietly draining your time and your potential. It's the same problem, just with a different name. And that brings us right to our second pillar, AI literacy. If financial literacy is all about controlling your wealth, well, AI literacy is about controlling your work and your time by building smart systems to handle all those repetitive tasks for you. And the stakes here are high. I mean, we're talking about major studies showing that people who get this stuff can have 5 to 10 times the output of someone who doesn't. This isn't just a small advantage, it's a massive lever for your entire career. So what are we even talking about here? Let's keep it simple. An AI automation is basically like setting up a little digital robot to do boring, repetitive stuff for you. Think about something as easy as automatically saving all your email attachments into a specific folder. That's an AI automation. It's not about replacing you, it's about amplifying you, freeing you up to focus on the work that actually matters. And just like with our finances, we can master this with 3 tiny habits. Starting to notice a pattern here? It's the same intentional mindset, just applied to a different, really important area of your life. First, see the repetition. This is the work equivalent of tracking your spending. Just find one task you do over and over and over. copy pasting data, sorting emails. The goal isn't to automate it just yet. The goal is just to see it, to make that invisible, time-draining work totally visible. Next, you're going to pay yourself in time. Don't try to automate your whole job. Just automate 10 minutes of that one repetitive task you identified. Then, and this is the crucial part, you reinvest that time you saved. Use it to learn a new skill or tackle a bigger project. You're compounding your time just like you compound your savings. And finally, change your mindset. Don't think of AI as just a tool. Think of it as building a team. Each little automation you create is like a digital worker that handles the boring stuff tirelessly, so you can act as the strategist, the creative, the leader. You're building serious leverage for your career. So let's bring this all together. What we've built here isn't two separate skill sets. It's a single, unified toolkit for thriving in the modern world, and it's all built on one powerful philosophy. And this just shows the connection so perfectly. On the financial side, we see the truth. In our careers, it's see the repetition. With our money, we pay yourself first. With our time, we pay yourself in time. And when we think long-term about our finances, we're doing the exact same thing as when we build your digital team for our career. It's the same mindset, just a different application. So the crucial point is this: success today isn't really about money, and it isn't really about technology. It's about your ability to be intentional. It's about building the future you want through tiny, consistent actions that compound quietly, day by day, into real freedom. Which brings us to the final question. Just imagine that version of you in 5 years, calm, confident, and totally in control of their life. They're looking back at you right now. So what's one tiny choice you can make today to start becoming that person?